Alright, boys, we are back, and it's time to continue our season with our Toronto Maple Leafs. But this is not going to be a gameplay video, this is going to be a review video or a stats checkup. We're going to look at the player stats, the team standings, all that good stuff. And also, I want to have a trade, alright? 19, 14, and 4 for the Toronto Maple Leafs. It doesn't sound that bad, but just like in real life, I feel like the wheels could be falling off. Our team's not playing that good. Defensively, you know, we're shutting down a little bit. We're not getting enough goal scoring, so as the general manager, it's time for a trade. You guys have been calling for it. I saw some comments saying, you know, maybe trade one of your goaltenders, like trade Bernier, because I've been going with James Reimer. That does make sense. Some people saying go out to get Shea Weber. I'd love to do that, get one of the best defensemen in the NHL, right? But I don't think that's going to work out unless I trade away like 5 first-round picks. So that's not going to happen. And don't worry, I'm not going to trade away Phil Kessel. It may happen in real life, but for this season with the Toronto Maple Leafs, I need Phil Kessel to lead us to that Stanley Cup. All right, but to do that, I don't know if Tyler Bozak's going to be good enough, all right? So I had a trade in mind. I want you guys to come up with some future trades as well, because we're going to change up this Toronto Maple Leafs season mode now, the whole way that I go about it, all right? But first things first, let's do a trade. So here we are at the trading screen. I've already picked the team that I want to trade with, and it's the Colorado Avalanche. So I'm sending players to the Western Conference. I don't have to worry about them coming back to bite me in the ass, unless I get to the Stanley Cup Finals, which is a long ways away for the blue and white, so it doesn't matter, all right? So I'll uncover what I have in this trade one by one. First, from the Toronto Maple Leafs, the main key of this trade, well, actually, this is the second main key in this game, but Cody Franzen, there it is. He was traded in real life to the Nashville Predators. We need to shake things up here in Toronto just because our defensive core is just not getting it done. It seems like we're going down the same path as the real Toronto Maple Leafs. You know, we have an okay start to the season, but the wheels fall off the bus. So I'm going to get them out of here before the wheels fall off the bus. We can still salvage this year. So Cody Franzen, he's going to the Colorado Avalanche. Tyler Bozak is going to the Colorado Avalanche. That's right, boys. Tyler Bozak, our first-line center. Phil Kessel's been having a good year, but Tyler Bozak, you know, for a guy who's got some good trade value, it was either him and Nazem Kadri, and Nazem Kadri's been playing fine with Joffrey Lupul and William Nylander. I need a first-line center to take the Toronto Maple Leafs to the promised land, and also Carter Ashton just to throw it in the trade and make the trade value go up a little bit. All right, coming back from the Colorado Avalanche, Nick Holden, is that his first name, Nick? Let's see. Oh, Carter Ashton. Yeah, Nick Holden. You know what? N. Holden. I don't even know. Try to look at the player. Yeah, how do I look at the player? Yeah, it's only comparing. I can't look at the individual player. Okay, well, whatever. So, Nick Holden, he's going to come back. He's like an 80 overall defenseman. He's going to replace Cody Franzen for me. All right. Saku Koivu. That's right, Montreal Canadiens fans. I'm bringing your legend captain from way back in the day. He's going to play for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I need some depth goal scoring, so maybe a playmaker on the third or fourth line. All right. And any games that we have against the Montreal Canadiens, he's good for a goal because he's going to play. He's going to stand on top of his head. He's going to play his heart out. And the real piece to this puzzle, Ryan O'Reilly. That's right, boys. In this game, he's listed as a left winger, but I'm going to play him as a center, all right? He's going to play center for me, and he's going to replace Tyler Bozak. So we're replacing Bozak with Ryan O'Reilly, all right? Throwing Cody Franzen in here to sweeten the deal. Nick Holden can replace Cody Franzen, and then Carter Ashton can go out, and we also get a depth forward in Saku Koivu, all right? Because there's still some trades that need to be made. So will it go through? Proposed trade. Colorado Avalanche have this great thing called a trade block. You should check it out. All right, so I feel that you've met our block needs quite admirably, but the value is just a bit low for us. So yeah, they don't want to give up O'Reilly and Holden. They do want Franzen and Bozak, though. If you look down at the trade value, I thought it would be good enough. I guess I need to add a little bit more in here. All right, I don't mind doing that. Right wingers, forwards. Let's see, Winnick, Lievo, no, I gotta use these guys. You know what, I can use this Johnson guy. I'm not gonna use him. He's 69 overall, throw him in on the deal. Too many skaters for the Colorado Avalanche, so I'll just get somebody coming back the other way who's got the lowest trade value that I could find. There you go. Yeah, one of these guys will work. You know what, I'll get a guy who's like 77 overall, yeah, just in case. Alright, so there you go. Will that go through? League approved, it says. Trade value should be on my side. Proposed trade, will it go through? Ooh, still not good enough. All right. You know, this Holden guy might be a little bit too much. I could go out and get another defenseman. Yeah, you know what? I'll take Holden off there. I could go out and get another defenseman. We can still bring up Stuart Percy if I need to. All right, so I'll bring up, I'll get rid of Holden. There you go. I didn't think I thought the trade value would definitely work. So I'll get rid of, whoa. There you go. What the hell? All right, I guess I just got to click somebody else for him. Go down here, 78 overall defenseman. There you go, Wilson. Yeah, I'll get this guy, Wilson. Whoa, Wilson, you got a big contract there for someone who's not that good. Holy crap, hang on a second here, boys. I'm not going to get Wilson on this team. I got to watch out for contract. There you go. Oh, my God, 2.25. No, that's not going to work. Redmond. Sure, I'll get this Redmond guy. There you go. Redmond should go through. Border low. Trade value low. Saku Koivu's a little bit much. Ryan O'Reilly's the big fish, all right? So, Cody Franzen, Tyler Bozak, Ashton, and Johnson for O'Reilly, Koivu, Redmond, and Borderlow. Will it go through? Yes, it did. Trade accepted. I'm happy to accept this proposal on behalf of the Colorado Avalanche, and we call it a done deal, or we... whatever. All right, so there you go. You guys have been calling for a trade in this Toronto Maple Leafs GM mode. I want to get this thing going. I want to get it more interactive with you guys as well. So we might do a thing where we play a game, and then we have a video where I answer your comments, and we go through the roster, maybe just like a short 5-minute video, you know what I mean, where we take a look at the standings and all that stuff. So this is what I want for the next video from you guys. How should we arrange our lines? I wouldn't be opposed to making another trade as well, right? But Ryan O'Reilly on that first line now with Phil Kessel and James Van Riemsdyk. So I'll just quickly show you, right? So there you go, Ryan O'Reilly. They have him slotted as a first-line center anyways. There's his individual stats. Offensive awareness, 87. Poise, 85. Face-offs, where's face-offs? Face-offs is at 85, all right? So that's a real reason I got him. Defensive awareness at 88. So I'm hoping that this guy can cover the center of the ice and allow Phil Kessel and JVR to take off. My second line with Kadri, Nylander, and Lupul I think are fine. These guys are scoring goals, all right? But Santorelli, I almost traded him. He's been traded in real life. We can trade him if you guys want. David Clarkson, I don't want to trade him because what team would want David Clarkson, right? We got to keep it realistic. Komarov, I want to hold on to. Daniel Winnick, I wouldn't mind holding on to. All right, so we still have Wingles who can play center. We still have Komarov who can play center. I wouldn't mind an extra depth forward, though. And then defense, Fanuf Demirs, Pollock. I'm going to give Morgan Riley, Cody Franzen spot. All right, we're going to give the kid a chance. And Jake Gardner. Maybe I could put Morgan Riley and Jake Gardner on the same line. But now we have to play Corbani and Holzer unless I bring up, what's his name? Unless I bring up roster moves. Stuart Percy, right? So just show you guys the roster moves, the players that we can bring up in the system. Here you go. So I wouldn't mind bringing up rookies to the team to help us out. I wouldn't mind bringing up Fraser McLaren as well to get some tough guys in there. Josh Lievo, he could play some fourth line time. Stuart Percy could come up. Colton Orr, for God's sakes. Who, why not, right? So we can make another trade. We can do whatever we need to do. Line errors, you know what? I'll just go best lines for now. You guys can let me know. So go nuts with the comments because just like in the GM mode, I'm going to take the top comments, show them at the beginning of the video. And if you guys have a good comment that gets a lot of likes and has like, you know, my first 4 forward lines, my first 3 defensive lines, which goaltender, I'll do it, man. I absolutely will. Last but not least, let's just go take a look at what's going on in the NHL right now. Stats Central. All right, so player stats. Team stats. You know, we'll go team stats first. We're 19, 14, and 4 are the Toronto Maple Leafs in the Atlantic Division. We are second place, so our division is not doing too good right now. So that's good news for us. Go through all the divisions. Metropolitan Division, the New York Rangers are taking off. Okay. Central Division, the Winnipeg Jets in the first place position. Pacific Division, Calgary Flames. Holy shit. There might be a lot of Canadian teams in the playoffs this year. Eastern Conference looks like that, so we are in 6th in the Eastern Conference. Western Conference looks like that. Winnipeg, St. Louis, Calgary. Oh my God. Vancouver's up there as well. And in the entire league, we are 11th, all right? So this is what I mean. We can still salvage this year, boys. But I got to stop losing games, all right? We got to get more goals, and that's why I brought in Ryan O'Reilly for our first line. No data to display at this time. What the hell? Okay. Okay, well, there you go. Okay, it was just coming up. Why would it say no data to display at this time when it's just loading? That screws me up. Haven't played enough of this yet to know what I'm doing. All right, so Ryan O'Reilly, he's got 28 points in 35 games played, so he's coming in as our leading point man now. Phil Kessel with 26, he's got to get more assists. Kadri, see what I mean about Kadri? I don't want him to go anywhere. Fanuf's having a good year for points. Joffrey Lupul, all right. JVR, we need more out of James Van Riemsdyk, all right? So there you go. There are all the stats. And again, another trading asset that I think we do have is our goaltender, all right? I saw the comment earlier saying trade Jonathan Bernier. Well, you know what? I do like what James Reimer's been doing for us recently. I've definitely been going with him. Let's see, yeah, 21 games played to 17. His goals against is below 2. He's 10-8. Bernier's 8-6. It's pretty similar. Save percentage slightly higher, all right? So I wouldn't mind trading one of these guys as well. Don't want to get one of them injured, but I wouldn't mind doing it. So you guys let me know what you want to see in the next video. And also, what I'm going to start doing for gameplay, every game I'm going to lock a position. So I'm only going to play as the centers or the left wingers or the right wingers or the defense or the goaltender instead of controlling the whole team, all right? I want to shake things up a little bit in our Toronto Maple Leaf season. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next one.